How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Gamescom sale is running from now until September 9th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. If any physical editions exist, you can find them down in the description, but with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $4, 90% off, Control Ultimate Edition combines the base game with all expansions, including the Foundation and AWE, delivering a complete, visually stunning experience. Step into the Federal Bureau of Control, where a corrupted presence threatens reality itself, and wield telekinetic powers alongside transforming weaponry to annihilate enemies, manipulate environments, and uncover dark secrets throughout unpredictable levels. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $5, 90% off, Shadow of War is an open-world action RPG where you infiltrate Mordor, build a powerful army, and conquer fortresses while facing the dark, relentless forces of Sauron and his ringwraiths across a vast fantasy landscape. You'll engage in epic battles, recruit followers, and experience the award-winning Nemesis system, which creates unique personal stories, rivalries, and memorable encounters with every enemy and ally you face. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is a legendary 2D fighter in the definitive version of Super Street Fighter 4, packing rebalanced mechanics, new stages, and additional Ultra combos into one complete package. New challengers DeCapre, Elena, Hugo, Poison, and Rolento join the roster of returning favorites for a total of 44 characters, each with deep mechanics, unique movesets, and endless competitive depth that rewards mastery at every level. It's a 93 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off, Metro Exodus is an epic story-driven first-person shooter from 4A Games, blending combat, stealth, and survival horror, as Artyom flees Moscow on a continent-spanning journey across Russia through non-linear levels and changing seasons. Face mutated creatures and hostile factions, follow a gripping storyline inspired by Dmitry Glukovsky's novels, and experience one of the most atmospheric post-apocalyptic worlds ever created. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $2, 90% off, Inside is a haunting cinematic puzzle platformer that follows a young boy as he's relentlessly hunted through a bleak, dystopian landscape and pulled ever deeper into the center of a terrifying, secretive experiment. Solve cleverly designed environmental puzzles and uncover disturbing revelations through precise platforming, minimalist storytelling, and an oppressive atmosphere that constantly builds tension. It's a 91 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 85% off, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration is an action-adventure sequel that follows Lara Croft as she journeys to Siberia in search of the legendary city of Kitezh while battling the paramilitary group Trinity. Explore semi-open hubs, raid optional challenge tombs, and engage in stealth and combat while scavenging resources to craft gear, complete side missions, and uncover the secrets of immortality hidden within ancient ruins. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a thrilling action-adventure where Lara Croft's origin story comes to life in a beautifully rebuilt next-gen world full of danger and mystery. You'll explore lush environments, solve intricate puzzles, and survive high-octane combat while customizing weapons, crafting gear, and navigating treacherous terrain that tests both skill and strategy, uncovering hidden secrets and ancient relics along the way. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Unravel 2 is a heartfelt puzzle platformer where you create your own Yarny and embark on a cooperative journey of connection, courage, and discovery. You'll traverse beautifully crafted environments, from cold, desolate landscapes to vibrant forests and sunlit shores, solving physics-based puzzles that require creativity and teamwork to overcome obstacles, collect secrets, and unravel the world's mysteries together. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Eternal Threads is a first-person time manipulation puzzle game where you play as an operative tasked with altering the choices of 6 housemates in the week before a fatal fire to ensure they all survive, without simply stopping the fire itself. Freely explore and rewrite the 7-day timeline in any order, watching how each decision ripples through events, with multiple ways to save each housemate. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 90% off. Limbo is a minimalist puzzle platformer where a young boy ventures into a dark, eerie world to uncover the fate of his missing sister, facing unknown horrors at every turn. Set in a shadowy, monochromatic landscape filled with subtle visual clues and haunting silhouettes, the game blends environmental storytelling with clever, physics-based puzzles that challenge timing, precision, and observation. It's a 91 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 85% off. Valfaris is a brutal, heavy metal-infused action platformer where you play as Carrion, returning to your home fortress to uncover its dark fate and battle arcane evil forces. You'll wield a devastating arsenal of weapons, fight grotesque and challenging bosses, and explore diverse, tainted environments while enjoying handcrafted pixel art and unlocking New Game Plus and Full Metal mode for even deadlier challenges. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Unravel is a puzzle platformer that introduces Yarny, a lovable character made from a single thread of yarn that slowly unravels as you explore the snow-dusted landscapes of northern Scandinavia. Using Yarny's thread to swing from branches, hitch rides on kites, and overcome inventive environmental challenges that test both skill and timing, you'll embark on a heartfelt journey through levels that symbolize the ties that bind loved ones. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Gris is an emotionally evocative platformer where players explore a beautifully crafted, atmospheric world free of danger, frustration, or death, guided by delicate visuals, fluid animation, and an elegant original score. Solve light puzzles, navigate graceful platforming sequences, and discover optional skill-based challenges as new areas of Gris' vibrant, ever-changing world gradually open, revealing more of its quiet, poignant story. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off. Yoku's Island Express is an open-world adventure where you play as Yoku, a tiny postman navigating Mokomata Island using a unique and inventive blend of pinball mechanics, platforming, and exploration. You'll seamlessly traverse lush beaches, snowy mountains, and steamy hot springs, completing quests, helping quirky locals, and awakening ancient deities while uncovering the island's deep mysteries. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. Dino Crisis is a survival horror classic from Capcom where a covert mission to a remote research facility spirals into chaos after a supposedly dead scientist is found alive and deadly dinosaurs stalk the halls. As a highly trained special agent, navigate claustrophobic corridors filled with puzzles, keycard locks, and bloodthirsty prehistoric predators that strike with terrifying speed, forcing quick thinking and fast reactions. It's an 83 on game rankings, and there's unfortunately no trophy support yet. Hopefully we get it soon. For $3, 85% off. Turok is a classic first-person shooter where time-traveling warrior Turok hunts deadly dinosaurs and cunning enemies across a vast, beautifully remastered 3D world filled with secrets and hazards. You'll run, jump, climb, and aim in any direction while solving puzzles, avoiding traps, and using a massive arsenal against prehistoric and futuristic foes in fully interactive, destructible environments. It's an 85 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 90% off, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened Deluxe Edition is a nerve-wracking Lovecraftian adventure rebuilt with modern graphics and gameplay, placing you in the shoes of Sherlock Holmes as he investigates mysterious disappearances linked to a dark cult. Explore Europe and the US and uncover the chilling secrets of the Cthulhu mythos, with the Deluxe Edition including the Whispered Dreams side quest pack and the Detective's Wardrobe. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2, 80% off, Grow Home casts you as Bud, a robot on a mission to save his home planet by harvesting seeds from a giant plant, exploring floating islands full of strange plants and animals. Grow the giant plant to reach higher ground, using unique procedural climbing to move Bud's hands independently, ride and build pathways in the sky that can be climbed as bridges or safety nets, and hunt crystals that enhance Bud's abilities. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 75% off, Injustice 2 is a story-driven fighting game where DC's greatest heroes and villains clash in brutal, visually stunning combat across fully destructible arenas, filled with dynamic stage transitions and powerful environmental attacks throughout the multiverse. You'll collect and equip gear after every battle, customizing and evolving heroes like Batman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash with unique builds that change their look and powers. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off. Mega Man 11 brings the Blue Bomber back in a stunning new entry that blends classic, challenging 2D platforming with vibrant, hand-drawn environments, detailed 3D character models, and beautifully animated cinematic sequences. Battle robot masters, steal their powerful weapons, and experience the innovative double gear system to boost speed and power, adding fresh layers of strategy, skill, and excitement to the beloved gameplay. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 90% off. Phantom Doctrine is a strategic turn-based espionage thriller set at the height of the Cold War, where you uncover a global conspiracy threatening world leaders. You'll lead the Cabal through covert operations, investigate classified intelligence, and interrogate captured agents to expose a shadowy network manipulating nations from behind the scenes, using stealth tactics and carefully planned squad-based encounters. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Carrion is a reverse horror game where you play as a mysterious, amorphous creature seeking revenge on those who imprisoned you, turning the tables on traditional horror by making you the predator rather than the prey. Stalk, consume, and terrify your captors while growing, mutating, and evolving, unlocking increasingly devastating abilities to wreak havoc and spread fear throughout the sprawling, labyrinthine facility. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. Summoner is a classic fantasy RPG about Joseph, a young man marked with the power to summon powerful creatures but haunted by the destruction his abilities once caused. Spanning 2 continents across the world of Mediva, the adventure features party-based exploration, tactical battles with summoned creatures like minotaurs and dragons, and character progression through spells, weapons, and armor. It's a 71 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. Namco Museum Archives Volume 2 is a retro 8-bit arcade collection that lets you play 11 classic Namco titles, including some never released in the West. You play classics like Galaga, Dig Dug 2, and Pac-Land with modern conveniences like save points, replay functions, and adjustable settings, allowing you to experiment with strategies, practice tricky sections, and fully experience the nostalgia of the originals. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 85% off. Get Even is a psychological thriller blending first-person shooting and investigation as Cole Black awakens in an abandoned asylum with no memory beyond a failed attempt to save a girl strapped to a bomb. Use the experimental memory-reading device fused to Black's head to alter fragmented memories, explore haunting environments, and piece together the truth behind the girl's identity and the events that led to that fateful moment. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.